Harry, good hit out against the Tars, particularly in Roma, mate. How are you feeling after those first two trials?
Pretty confident. It's been a good pre-season for all of us here. So it's been good to finally have a hit out, and we're all looking forward to round one against Tars.
Are you ready for round one? There's a lot of competition around that fly half spot. Are you ready to put your hand up and start?
Yeah, there's obviously four of us gunning for the same position, so everyone's put their best foot forward this pre-season. So now it's just up to the coaches to make the decision.
Do you think you're ready for that?
I think I'm personally ready, and I think Tom's ready. He played well in his comeback from his injury, and Lawson's obviously shown that he can do very well in that position. I think I'm ready, but the other three are all gunning as well.
How is James shaping up? He's had a bit of a hamstring issue. Is he looking like he's on track for round one and could come into calculations for that 10 jumper, or is it more between you three at this point?
Obviously, he's in rehab at the minute and he's doing very well, but I'm unsure of where he's sitting at the minute. So I don't know.
It sort of seemed like going into the preseason might be a battle between three blokes for the 10 jumper, and then you sort of come shooting out of the blocks with your trial efforts. What was your approach heading into the preseason to now go from maybe just on the radar to now a potential front runner for that 10 jumper?
I think just coming in, just putting my head down and trying to learn as much as I can from the coaches and the players ahead of me. So that's probably been my approach.
How's the game style really benefit you against the four set here? You seem to really be taking the line on, but Les also wants to play that expansive style. Is your tool set really well equipped for that?
Look, it's probably a different style to what I've played before, but I think I'm adapting well enough, and obviously more time in the saddle will give the opportunity to adapt more.
Harry, who do you model your game off? You play quite physically and take the ball to the line. You seem pretty comfortable in defence. Have you got a role model or an idol that you model your game off in that 10 role?
There's probably no particular player that I sort of model off. There's a few out there. There's obviously Dan Carter and players like Finn Russell who offer a lot in their attacking. They've got a lot of attacking weapons. So just taking things from different players and trying to add them to my artillery, I guess.
It must be helpful having someone like James around as well. He's sort of been there and done it all himself. Have you worked closely with him?
Yeah, he's a great role model and someone to look to for advice. So he's been very helpful throughout last year and this pre-season.
I think with the rule changes as well, I guess with the kicking and the way players need to be run back on side and such, for yourself, if you were to get that round one spot, do you sort of see that's where the box kick is now going to start taking a big precedent, and Tate may be able to really free you up a bit more to just be able to run as opposed to having to kick as much?
Obviously with that rule change, it could see more of the box kick, or it's just teams going to have to be more organised around who's chasing and who's holding in the backfield. So I think we'll just see what happens.
Tate was saying the other day in particular over the last few weeks he's been working with you quite a bit, having a Wallabies bloke being the one servicing you. What's that done for your game and your preparation heading into the start of the season?
Tate's a great player and a great mind. He sees the game very cleverly and can see opportunities in our game model. Being able to work alongside him has been very beneficial, and I've loved every minute I've been able to.
You've only just come into the scene here, but one of your first starts for the club, you've got Joe Schmidt watching on as well. I mean, were you aware of that heading into the game, and does that making you think of what could be 12, 24 months down the track with him watching on?
No, I didn't. I didn't know he was there or if he was going to be there. So my main focus is just here in the Reds, and that'll be my focus throughout this year.
Talk me through a bit of last year's season, Harry. You had a couple of really good hit-outs for Souths, obviously, a bit of work with the under-20s. What expectations did you have heading into this season? Did you see yourself in the frame to be that starting 10 here off the back of 22?
I probably just didn't really set any expectations for myself. Obviously, there's a lot of competition here, so I've just come in with an open mind, trying to learn and better myself, and just try and fight my way in there.
Harry, first game against the Waratahs, huge game in terms of the season. A lot of fans will come out for a night like that. That's a good one to start the season with, just playing against the Waratahs and knowing they're going to step up from that trial. Yeah,
no, it should be a great occasion, especially at Suncorp. So yeah, getting the opportunity to have a crack at them in round one, yeah, it's really exciting.
Do you have memories of watching Reds Tars games as a kid? Is that still the big rivalry that you see for interstate rugby in Australia?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, I've got a lot of memories from being at Suncorp, and yeah, especially against the Tars. It's a great opportunity to put our season in good stead. So yeah, no, I'm very excited.
As a little fella, 7 years old, you're at the 2011 Super Rugby final. That's pretty crazy to think you were a little tacker being inspired that night. Can you talk us through how the family got there and any memories you might have?
Yeah, so we moved up to Queensland in 2011, just after the floods in 2010, and then yeah, we've been here ever since. So we joined as a member here at the Reds and drove down from the sunny coast for every game. So caught the train in from, I think we were Albion. So yeah, having the opportunity to be there for the grand final win, it was good timing to start being a member. So yeah, no, hopefully we'll be able to see some success like that again in the future.
Is that talked about much, the 2011 season? It's obviously the standout year for Queensland through its Super Rugby history and the professional era. Do the boys talk about it? Do the coaches talk about that year at all?
No, not really. There isn't much mention of it. Yeah, we're just trying to do our own thing.
Yeah, I guess it's building your own legacy now then.
Yeah.